So hello everyone and welcome to Sunday Inspirations with Buga, episode number 4. This one is super special because today I'm interviewing my mom. I think we talked like in English once in our life together. I don't know, but this is super funny.
I must tell you, I'm not speaking English anymore. I'm speaking Chinglish, and that is really different English. After so many years in China, I really do not know how my English is improving to Chinglish direction. I think it is really Chinglish. So
no, I think it's pretty fine. I think my mom's story is she's really a wow woman and a dragon mom. But of course not everybody knows your story. So I would like for you to introduce yourself a bit and tell us one fun fact about yourself as well.
Fact about me. So I'm 61. I was born in Croatia, and I had only one dream. When I was a little girl, I only wanted to become an actress, and that was like my ultimate goal, only to become an actress. And I passed this entrance examination for a theater academy, theater, TV, and movie academy. When I was 18, I finished my let's say today master degree when I was 22, and when I was 24 I passed one very important audition, and I did my first movie, and with this first movie I became the real movie star in my ex-country. I was born in Yugoslavia, which doesn't exist today. And this movie really put me on all front pages in Yugoslavia. At that time, I was traveling a lot. I was well known. I was famous. And as I told you so many times, there is nothing worse that can happen to you, that you reached your ultimate goals till the age of 24. At that time, I also find the job in theater. I was engaged, and that was in ex-Yugoslavia, possibility to stay in theater till you die. So that is secure job, no auditioning anymore, no stress. Everything was like, that's it. So life was over when I was 24. That was it. And the problem started at that period because I realized.
No, I'm here. I'm listening to you.
So, and I was living like this for 5 years, and then I realized, no, that's really not my life. I was just a little bit older than you are today when I decided that I have to change my life, because when I wake up in the morning, I was not happy. I didn't feel useful. I was like, okay, what's this? And then your father and I, we quit in theater, and we started to run our private theater. That was the first private theater in ex-Yugoslavia. And at that time, it was even not possible to register private theater, but we did it. And we started the adventure, real adventure. That was the end of 80s. And yes, we did it pretty well, and we did some very good performances. But then war started, and everything was like closed. Like today, when we have Corona pandemic, but that time we had war, and of course it was not possible to live from theater. And then I started with 2 of my colleagues. I started to work on one TV show, and we had everyday live TV shows. That was during the war, and I became so popular because of this TV show that everybody knew about me. And when war started, we were working in our theater, and everything was fine until one day I realized that I again want something more, something new. And I started to produce performances. And then I was producer. So in my life, I made a 60 theater, movie, and TV roles. And I produced more than 80 performances and events. And then when I decided not to be producer anymore, I decided to go to school again, and I passed the entrance examination for PhD studies at the age of 47. I became a doctor of cultural policies on my 52nd birthday, and then I became professor, and then I was blogger, then I was writer. I I wrote 5 books. And then at the age of 57, with my husband, who was 63 at that time, and uh, as you know, we are now together more than 46 years. And after whole our lives we spent in Croatia, in Zagreb. Thank you, Siri. We decided to move to China. And now this is our 5th Chinese year. I'm here professor at university in Xi'an, and we live in one rented apartment. Even we have our own apartment in Croatia. We have house. We have everybody can say everything, but no, we didn't have everything. We didn't have a possibility to be every day, to be better, to give the best of ourselves. So China is the place where we live now. For how long, nobody knows. But yes, this place is making us happy and fruitful, and this place makes us feel like we are important, somebody needs us. And that's it. Yes, during the war, we got a baby. This girl that was, now it's 27 years ago, and this baby came in our lives. It's still our baby, but yes, Buga was always on her own way. We were on our own way. And that's the reason why we are 8,000 kilometers far from each other now. That's it about me. I think it is not very, very much excited story. I don't know.
How can you even say that? Like, mom.
Okay.
You like now you opened so many of the questions that I wanted to ask you, but the first one would after like you became successful as an actress in 24. Then
Yeah.
I mean, as a boss and a producer, you had so many successes, and our theater was like and still is one of the best in Croatia. Let's be real. You are now in China, one of the top teachers at the university. So you
Yes.
succeeded in on so many levels. How would you define success?
To do to do things that you enjoy, and to do things that are useful to other people. When you can with your life, with your job, with your work, when you can satisfy somebody else's needs, then you live. If you do not satisfy somebody else's needs, then you are cancer. That's it. There's a reason why we moved to China, because here in China, this culture here, the old people here are people whom they care about, people whose words are important. What old people talk in China, it's important for young people. In our world, our Western world, to be young is ultimate. Something that you must be young. If you are not young, you must make your face to try to be still young, because old people are like useless. Go to old for house. I'm retired in my country. I'm retired. My husband is also retired. They told me at the day when they told me, okay, from today you are retired. I said, but why? I have so much energy. I want to do so many things. I have so many ideas. But you are stealing place to young people, so they cannot make their careers because of you, and you are old. You gave us everything. I said, no, I have so many things to give, but no, thank you. In 2 hours they gave me papers, and I was in that office, and they said, congratulations, now you are a retired person, pension. I was in shock. But here in China, they really appreciate old people. They appreciate people who has something to share, who can educate their young people, who are experienced, who has knowledge, who really can improve lives of their young people. So when we came here, we were so welcomed. Thank you very much. You decided to move to China to become part of our society, of our university. And really, your father and I, we are doing a good job, and we are very happy because people here, they go to pension when they are 50 years old. Your father is almost 68. I'm almost 62, but we are still working, and we have every day more and more energy, and every day we have more and more desire to learn new things. Every day we are learning new things, and that's the secret.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. I mean, so our theater had 3 bankruptcies. They wanted to retire you at age 50, and after that you signed up for a PhD, which you finished first in your year. When everything was falling down in Croatia, you said, okay, we're going to China, and you started a completely new life there. What keeps you motivated to not just give up and say, well, or just keep falling, but every time you fall, you're somehow like, every time I fall, you're like, no, Buga, no, let's do this. Were you born this way, or is this something, what is in your head that keeps you going?
Darling, today is the opening night. Today is not the general rehearsal. Every day is new opening night. That's the point. I'm not rehearsal for another life. I'm living every day the opening night. That's the secret. If you ask me for secrets, I do not have secrets. I'm just living my life.
And okay, how do you, so you got a job, a really fixed job, a secure job with a secured salary in a theater, and also like a pension is something that is safe. You're like now free, and you decided to go for a risk. You decided to become your own boss. It was not even possible to register your own theater, and you did it anyways. And also now in China, everybody was like, you're going to come back, and what are you going to do in China? But you took the risk. So can you talk more about a little bit, like what made you, I mean, it seems scary. And I remember it was like, where are you going? It must have been like also scary, not just exciting to also start your own business, but what was the trigger? I know what it was, but I would love for you to share that. What was the trigger to say like, no, I don't want to stay safe. I don't want to have a safe salary. I want this other job, another way of life.
Because change is so important part of our lives. I was always open for change, and only one thing is important. If we are here in this world, on this earth, so let's do it. let's make it the best we can. If you're not satisfied with one day, you just wake up and realized, okay, I do not enjoy anymore. I'm not happy in this life. So pack your thing and go somewhere else where you think that you will be happier, that maybe is another opportunity. So the question is not why to move. The question is why not? Why not? Why not to try to make your life better? That's That's the drive, which is really uh, so important in our life. This wish, this desire for enjoying life, and accepting change. People who Most of the people do not like change, because change means uncertainty. So people do not like change, but only if we change, only if we try to change something, we can have better life. And change will come. You can be sure change will come. Even you decide to sit here forever, change will come and you will die. So if change must come, let's do it something to accept this change, because life is not giving certificates. Nobody can tell you this decision you made or you are going to make is good decision. Who can tell that? But if you feel I have to do this, if you feel I'm not happy in this, let's try to do something else. So thank you, change. Welcome, change. Come into my life. Let's try something else. So I think that this is not only the question of energy. This is question of your point of view. How do you think about your life? Are you happy in a life which is secure and safe? And what does it mean? What is secure today? What is safe today? There is, when we moved to China, they said, "Oh, this place, this is so unsecure place," and now we live in the country where there is no corona pandemic anymore. We live at the safest place in the world. But only a few months ago, this place was like the most terrible place in the world. Change is always here. Maybe tonight something will again change our lives. Who knows? But I'm ready. I'm open for change. Yes, to be open for change, to recognize when change comes. Can I calculate this into my life? What this can give to my life? What I can take from this change? That's important. But for this, you have to observe all the time, not watching to your mobile phone, and not watching all the time to your computer. You have to, head must be like this and look at around, observe the world. That is the biggest problem today. Young people are their heads are like this. They're watching only to their mobile phones, and you cannot see the opportunities that are passing by. You cannot see the world. You can see nothing. They are blocked, completely blocked. And if you observe, if you listen to yourself, if you watch around yourself, you will recognize the moment when you have to act, when you have to do something to change.
So I don't know which next question to start with. You are one of the people who you just go like this. Like you're always ready to be alone on the frontier, and you were always ready to tell the truth. You told me once you were in a
Don't be like this.
But you told me once you were in a hospital in one of the lowest points that I remember for our family, and you were like, I was like, Mom, can we just stop? And you were like, no, I'd rather die than don't tell the truth. And at that point, there were so many different opinions from other people, but you never seemed to care what other people said and what other people thought. You fought for your own way, and it never really pushed you. So what would you say is like what for other, there are so many people, I talk to so many people, and for me it's like, what are other people going to say to this? I'm afraid to do this because what are other people going to say? So what would you tell to people like that? What would you tell about, dealing with other people's opinions?
We are all different. We are all different. You are different than I am. You are different than your father, and I am so different than your father. But differences attract each other. That's it. That's normal. Differences always attract each other. That's it. And I'm like I am. I had my background. I had my father, who was a really tough person. He was not like your father. So my childhood was different, and I'm different person. And we are all different in this world. Like in China, they used to say there is no two identical leaves on the tree. So we are all different. There are no rules. We must be just who we are. Be yourself. Nobody, there is no like recipe. Take this pill and then you will be like this. We must just discover who we are. I know that my biggest problem, and also that what causes problems in my life was this, that I was always ready to say this I do not like, this I like. That's it. There is black and white. There is no gray color in my life. Maybe that is not good, but that's me. I cannot change. We are born who we are. We can just improve some our bad characteristics. We can try to not to be so with so sharp. Just a little bit. We can change a little bit our basic characteristics, but who we are from the moment we were born. So I cannot tell somebody, try to tell, no, people are different. You must, if you listen your voices, you will very soon. I started to realize who am I when I was like 25, 26, your age. I started to form my head as it is today. This was the beginning of the journey. Sometimes you think, oh, I'm at the end of this journey. No, maybe you are still not at the beginning. You are just now coming to the beginning of this age in which you will form you as an artist, as a person. So now you are at the beginning, not at the end. One end is, of course, your childhood is over, but your new phase is just in front of you. And tell Corona thank you, because it accelerates this process. We all change so fast in this Corona, and after this period, nothing will be the same. But this will show who took something from this situation and who didn't think that this is time to act. I always think that during the crisis, we have to act much more than in a peaceful period of our lives.
Okay, two more hard questions. One is, so you're very vocal about your illness and your life with epilepsy, and you were like a pioneer of epilepsy in Croatia. So one of the many things that kind of made you different in the society, and kind of, but you took that difference and.
I'm still the only, let's say, celebrity in our country that one day decided to tell to everybody, okay, I'm a person with epilepsy, and that's it. And I thought that many people would join the club, because I know other celebrities in Croatia, but no, till today I'm the only one.
So, but I mean, that must have been scary to, like, in the society that really stigmatized epilepsy and people with epilepsy. And you were like, here's the truth. This is my, this is what's happening. This is me. This is a part of my life. So how much courage did that take? And how did you prepare for that? Was it a big change for you? Were like, of course I have to share this. Of course I have to I think it was a huge act of bravery to go out with that. I do. So how was that?
That's me. That's my life. And at that moment, we were saving we were trying to find a way how to collect money for operation. I was planning to go to brain operation. But then I met my doctor, who had an idea to collect money to buy some new machines for epilepsy, which can detect much easier some problems with epilepsy. And then I decided, no, I'm not going to collect money for my personal operation. So I canceled in Belgium. I had a appointment in Belgium hospital for operation, and I canceled that appointment, and I decided with my doctor to start to collect money, and we bought many of those machines, and we collect a lot of money. And after that, I produced performance for children about epilepsy, and then we successfully promoted the Epilepsy Day in Croatia, which is 14th of February. In our parliament, this day is like officially presented as official Croatian Epilepsy Day. And at that moment, this helped me a lot, because this my personal problem, when I shared this with the audience, everything is theater, with the wider public, that was easier for me also to deal with it. This was I shared this problem. This was not only on my shoulders, but also all those people who were around supported me. And also in this, I was trying to do something for society. And when you want to do something for society, when you want to, as a volunteer, when you want to do something for other people, that makes your position easier, better. You are not so focused on me, I, and myself. You are focused on bigger picture. At that moment, your own personal problem is every day lower and lower. And at the end, you realize this is really not a problem. This is just one disease, and shit happens. That's it. That's it. What can you do? You just have to accept this as so. Epilepsy is part of my personality, like my medicines, which I have to take not to have seizure. And you were witness when I had really terrible seizure. You were like, I don't know, you were 10 years old. What was 2007? 2007, when my head was completely so 2007, you were 14, 13. Yeah. You were 13 and a half. Yes, 13. You were 13 when you helped me at that situation when I was really not good. But yes, that's also part of my life, part of and till today, people write me messages, letter. They want to talk. They want to hear my voice. They want to share their experiences with me, and that also help them. So when we share, when we help somebody else, that also helps us, maybe much more.
Yeah, I think what this story shows, like so many of your stories, is that if you decide to go out of your comfort zone and share something scary and be brave, it can do so much more good for so much more people than if you stay, closed and not share. So yeah. Okay, and I think I'm not going to. I know we're gonna.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
That's it. Another question. Oh, the
Yeah.
last one.
Yeah, the last, we have 3 short ones, but that's like 30 seconds. So I think I know what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna ask anyway because I ask everyone the story of your biggest failure and how you overcame that. That's the question.
My biggest failure. There were many biggest failures in my life. I do not know in professional life or in private life or one of my unconscious biggest failure is that you didn't come on this world, let's say, natural way. I had cesarean because you almost died. So that was especially when I was in menopause, that was my biggest problem. I was always thinking I was not good enough to do this properly, and that was always here why this happened, why I didn't make this properly. This is so stupid to say like this, but that was something that I felt like this was my failure. I didn't see you till next day. Your father took you from that moment, and when they brought to me this piece of something, that was you, and you came and look at me like, and I said, Jesus, who is that stranger? I do not know this person. Who is this? Is this mine? Because I was not there where you came. And for whole my life, that was like the biggest fail. But I was not responsible for this. But we do not know what is inside and why some things comes out at the moment. But you are here. And you made our lives, you fulfilled our lives. You really made our lives happy and good. That's
Well, I don't think you failed. I don't think that was a failure. So on anyone's part, but okay. Okay, 3 quick, easy questions. First one is a book recommendation.
What to say, that Ichak Adizes, Dr. Ichak Adizes, my favorite theorist, my favorite practitioner, Ichak Adizes, all his books. Now I'm again reading his book. And really, if you want to learn more about yourself, about your company, about the world around yourself, take the mastering of change, or take the power of opposite. Ichak Adizes, the power of opposite. This book is printed in many languages, I think, not in Chinese, but in English, yes. So the power of opposite, I bought it to you. I'm sure you didn't read it yet. You are so busy, but please, before you marry, you have to read it. Yes, this book is one of my favorite books. Also, Orientalism is one of my favorite books. I love this book, Edward Said. And also, I want, there is one beautiful book I really love. It's Danube. Danube, it is one Italian author. And I really also propose you to Claudio Magris. I also propose you to read this book. It is very important to understand our country and all countries in our surroundings. It's really beautiful book, Danube. So those 3 books I can propose you.
I would ask you your favorite.
Power of Opposite, Danube, and Orientalism.
Yeah. I would ask you your movie recommendation, but you don't really like movies.
No.
So
yesterday, no, the day before yesterday, I was teaching my students in China about the multiculturalism and interculturalism, and it is very difficult to teach students this topic in China, because for all approaches they have only one word and it doesn't fit to any of these approaches. And then I told them to watch a movie, Guess Who is Coming for Dinner, with Katharine Hepburn. And this is actually right now very good. This is movie from 1967, but today to watch this movie is really, really, really good to try to understand the situation in the United States today and all things that are happening now. Did you see that movie? No? So, Guess Who is Coming for Dinner?
Deal. And the last one is the one I actually don't know the answer to. Your favorite song?
Favorite song? Favorite song? I have many favorite songs. I think I love Charles Aznavour. I love his She. She is one of my most beautiful songs. But I'm crazy about musicals, and when we talk about music, I always think first about musicals, and there are many beautiful music songs from musicals. But okay, Charles Aznavour, She.
Well, thank you, Mom, for this beautiful conversation.
Thank you, Books, for inviting me. And I really, I feel weird a little bit that my own daughter, but you are so far that then it's okay. So God bless.
Thanks. Have a good night and see you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.